Starting from 2005, Phoenix Tzu Chi Liaison Office has been caring for the local homeless population with hot meal distributions. A 6th grader in Nantou has received a Life Role Model Award after battling her illness complications. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. In the summer of 2005, volunteers at the Tzu Chi Phoenix Liaison Office started to care for the local homeless population. It's been 14 years already, where weekly hot meal services have been provided. They're now heading into their 15th year. They recall what kept them going all this year started with a visually impaired homeless individual who wrote a thank you letter and gave an anonymous donation of $9 to Tzu Chi.
Feeling empathy for the suffering of homeless in the heat, in the summer of 2005, the Tzu Chi Phoenix City Liaison Office launched a weekly hot food service. For the past 14 years, the meal has included 2 vegetarian courses plus dessert and fruit. Also, because Tzu Chi volunteers have cooperated with the food bank for more than 20 years, the nutritious fresh ingredients come from the produce, which remained after the distributions. With an increasing number of volunteers and their belief in giving back, there are always good people who donate food to the Tzu Chi office. In the kitchen, there are retired chefs and volunteers taking turns to cook. Depending on the state of the weather, the menu will be adjusted.
It's raining, so we have prepared white rice, hot soup, Italian eggplant, broccoli and cauliflower, fried mushrooms and noodles. All of this is vegetarian. At the same time, because the weather is cold today, we have blankets and jackets, and hats and scarves, socks. Everything is there for the homeless of Phoenix to help them enjoy a warm evening.
Underneath this metal awning, there are tables and chairs. It's the most grateful place for volunteers to be, as it provides shelter from rain on rainy days and shade in sunny days. A mother and daughter, husband and wife, and supermarket manager all come to support the local homeless.
Yeah.
This student at the Tzu Chi Academy, Gary, and his mother and grandmother all wear the Tzu Chi volunteer vest.
I think it's a wonderful, wonderful event. The food is wonderful, what you're doing is wonderful, the people are wonderful. I think it's amazing, and it's so well organized and put together, and we'll definitely be doing it most Thursdays from now on, I can tell you that.
Yes.
We have 3 generations.
Three generations. And what you guys are doing is wonderful. Yeah. It's just great. There's no words. I feel a great sense.
For 15 years, Tzu Chi has shown care for the homeless without stop. One homeless person from the first year donates $9 in her service dog's name to help the event.
Speaking of the disadvantaged population, there's a special needs school in West Jakarta, Indonesia that takes great care of students who are hearing impaired, mentally challenged, and or who has autism. It's a school that takes in children from kindergarten all the way up to high school. City volunteers have been going there regularly to provide love and care and also conducted various food item distributions.
Jadi saya pikir, hati saya pikir ya ada sehari saya mau datang ke sini lagi, bisa kunjungan kasih buat jarang happy anak-anak.
Over 60 special students who are either hearing impaired, mentally challenged or autistic from kindergarten to high school levels are here because a window of their lives has been closed.
Jadi di sini anak-anaknya.
When I came here in February and saw these children, I was very moved.
Kita didiknya susah, apalagi yang gini rasanya gantung.
Indonesia Tzu Chi volunteers present a huge gift of 100 kilograms of rice, 20 liters of cooking oil, white sugar, and other daily supplies to the school. They also play a jigsaw puzzle with Jin's aphorisms with these students.
Kita pilih anak-anak
satu grup ada tunarungu.
Every team includes hearing impaired and mentally challenged students because hearing impaired students are very smart. When they were put into teams, we want an equal number of them in every team. Playing the Gene's aphorisms jigsaw puzzle can teach them creativity, stimulate their brains, and active their thinking.
Membantu anak-anak berpikir lebih cepat.
This special school was founded 25 years ago. It gives underprivileged, mentally or physically challenged students a chance to study. Love from society will be able to help them in their lives.
26-year-old Michael has been suffering from a large facial tumor for 4 years now. He has not been able to get the medical treatment that he needs due to financial difficulties. Fortunately, after evaluation from the TIMA team, it was deemed that he would need a multidisciplinary medical team for his case. Therefore, several Tzu Chi volunteers will soon be accompanying him to fly to Taiwan to get the life-changing operations that he needs. Fear of other people staring at him, Michael's face is always covered when people are around. This is because on the left side of his face, there's a large tumor. It has caused him to have chewing problems.
Before, there was a relative that was going to help me with the medical expenses, but then she needed to use the money to pay her debt. I can understand, but I was also very disappointed.
At the age of 11, Michael, now 26, went to work in Manila all by himself. The workplace provided him with both food and a place to stay, but the salary was extremely low. 4 years ago, he was beaten up and injured for no reason. He didn't seek medical attention at that time. As time went on, the swelling in his face became bigger and bigger. TIMA conducted a free clinic at one of the local schools, which brought him hope.
We conducted a free clinic at one of the local elementary schools. I had encouraged him to seek help from Tzu Chi. I've seen many people, due to financial difficulties, not be able to get the medical attention that they need. At times, it's a very common and treatable disease, but without treatment, people pass away from it. This is also why I joined to become a Tzu Chi volunteer.
After TIMA's medical evaluation, they concluded that Michael needs a multidisciplinary medical team's treatment option. Therefore, volunteers took him to the recycling station's secondhand section to pick out some clothing. In addition, they will be accompanying him to the Tzu Chi Hospital in Taiwan for his life-changing operation. Taking you to meet another Tzu Chi care recipient, Sun Yuqiao. She suffers from bone marrow cancer. Due to the aggressive nature of the cancer, both her right arm and right leg were amputated. Taking care of her needs are her senior parents, who themselves are limited by their age. Therefore, to lessen the load, Tzu Chi volunteers came into their lives in September of last year. Let's check out their amazing story. All the cardboards that the Tzu Chi volunteers brought over to the Sun family's house instantly became boxes. There was an important mission to be accomplished.
It rained a lot last month, so all the clothing and quilts have accumulated a lot of moisture within it. So coming here this time, I'm hoping to put all of these bedding into these boxes so they will not be so damp anymore.
The volunteers' love and care is not just a one-time thing. After helping the family move, they would still regularly do monthly home visits. After a couple of visits, the volunteers saw the needs of the mother in terms of taking care of her daughter. Therefore, they especially brought over a customized portable toilet chair for her.
This customized portable toilet chair can help solve many of the difficulties that they're facing. The first being the difficulties of going to the bathroom. The second is, this will greatly aid when she needs to take a shower as well.
This portable toilet chair is like no other. It has customized wheels attached to it. This will allow the parents to take their daughter outside of the home.
With this, the mother is able to push Sun Yuqiao to go outside and get some fresh air. Otherwise, she would be confined to the home all day and all night. I rarely see her outside of the home.
Despite the hardships of the Sun family, the two seniors are still willing to do what they can to help others. The Phil Coin Bank is their way of giving.
There are renminbi, Hong Kong dollar, and new Taiwan dollar here. It totals up to around $25 US.
This coin bank will go to the people in need, okay? Thank you very much. So I will take this one, and here is a new one for you guys to keep collecting your compassionate givings with. Doing a good deed each day.
The companionship of the volunteers has greatly helped the two seniors in caring for their daughter. It has also inspired them to turn from receivers to givers now. A 6th grader in Nantou suffered a serious stroke due to having an infection of the inner surface of her heart. After undergoing 5 different surgeries, the left side of her body was left paralyzed. Not giving up on life, she has been working hard in her recovery journey. It's with great joy that she was able to graduate and receive the Life Role Model Award from the school. What a fighter!
She can't walk stably and she walks slowly, but the entire school was cheering for her. I can't help but burst into tears when videotaping in the back.
Yishen finally did it. Now she doesn't need others to hold onto her, and she walked on the stage by herself on the day of graduation to receive the Role Model Award.
I feel very accomplished and joyful, like I've been reborn.
In June last year, she had an infection and went into coma that day. The hospital alerted her parents, and she underwent 5 major surgeries and countless rehabilitation sessions to finally be able to stand up from the wheelchair. In February this year, she returned to school and has graduated successfully. She gives thanks to everyone around her during these hard times.
Thanks to all my teachers for giving me encouragement and support after I returned. I also thank my classmates for taking care of me so I can graduate successfully with everyone.
Her parents are both Tzu Chi volunteers, so she joined the sutra adaptation performance every year, even when she's ill.
You were about to lose your life, but you got it back. Therefore, you have a mission to live it well.
I want to recover to my original self, and I want to give back to society and be a child of Dharma Master Zheng Yan.
13-year-old Yishen has demonstrated impressive strength and courage to conquer her illness and miraculously survive. She is a role model for all.
There's a sister dual care recipient of Indian descent in Johor Bahru, Malaysia. The older sister suffered from a number of illnesses, while her younger sister battles with depression. After many tries, Tzu Chi volunteers finally got the okay to mobilize a team to help clean up their home. Unfortunately, on the second home visit, the older sister had already passed away. Therefore, volunteers quickly became the biggest support system for the younger sister.
The whole living room is stacked with clothing and useless items as there is little room left amidst this chaos. Raja Supri is a Tzu Chi Johor Bahru branch care recipient. She lives with her younger sister. Both of them are ill and unable to clean their house as volunteers have sprung into action.
Last time you came, my house was a mess, and now I'm quite happy as you made it so clean. I really want to thank you. The remaining things I can sort out by myself.
The first time volunteers came to clean was in April, and they were not able to complete the whole mission. For this reason, volunteers decided to come back a month later, for they never expected Raja Supri to pass away from illness on May 22nd.
Before my older sister passed away, she called volunteers and said she wanted to see Tzu Chi sisters and have a chat. I think my sister felt that something was wrong, as she was very quiet at the time, and this left me feeling distressed.
I think it is a pity. It's a reminder to me. I believe that in life we should not have too many regrets.
Although she is no longer here, the care of volunteers has continued as they are helping the remaining sister escape her sadness and grieve for her sister.
I hope that Raja Supri will be happy in the next life and that she will remember Tzu Chi. I hope that she is blessed with better health as well. Staying in Malaysia, there are 9 dated apartment complexes in Rifle Range, Penang. Due to the unhygienic habits of the residents living there, the environment is quite foul. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers seized the opportunity during the Al-Fitr holiday and let the residents clean up their own community.
The 9 apartment complexes in Rifle Range are densely packed together. It's a sanitation problem that has become a headache for local residents. Since the residents litter, there are a lot of mosquitoes and flies.
It is very dirty as everyone litters. They threw trash on my roof as well, including leftover rice, paper, all kinds of underwear. Living here, they should pay attention to sanitation and throw trash into the garbage can.
Most of Tzu Chi's charity cases are also here. Therefore, the volunteers invited the residents to clean up the area to protect the environment.
Everybody has to educate there. Everybody has to do their own duty lah. Make sure they don't throw rubbish lah, right?
I hope that people will not litter. Then we would not have to do the cleanup work. This is more important. No matter how many cleanup activities we hold, if people still litter, the problem is still there.
I feel that our minds are filled with worries. Since we did not clear out our afflictions, we are worried all day.
We also support Tzu Chi. I'm very happy to see Tzu Chi volunteer helping people, including carrying out charity work and doing cleanups. When it flooded before, Tzu Chi volunteers came to help out. On behalf of people of Malaysia, we want to thank them. We respect Tzu Chi volunteers.
The residents, regardless of gender and age, follow the lead of volunteers to clean up every corner of the apartment complex. They hope that with love and environmental awareness, the area can become cleaner and better.
In Kaohsiung, a woman lives in the house cluttered with items she bought in the past. Due to financial difficulties, she must move to a cheaper residence. However, in recent years, she suffered 2 strokes and is unable to clear out the items by herself. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers came to the rescue, and many items even turned into compassionate givings.
As the volunteer pulls out one item, many other objects in the cabinet fall down. On the other side, many items are piled up that the volunteer has to climb up to clear them out. The items include new hangers and many unopened gifts. Besides this room, the 2nd and 3rd floor of this townhouse is also cluttered with items. The resident Ms. Tsai bought all these items when she was financially well off in the past.
I did not know I've accumulated these items. I am troubling you to help me out.
She has suffered 2 strokes in the past 8 years and is unable to organize the items that clutter her house. However, Ms. Tsai, who relies on government subsidies, has to move to a cheaper residence.
I need to clear out the house before returning it to the landlord. I've been stuck with this problem.
Her past shopping spree has led to the problem she's now facing. Fortunately, city volunteers have come to help her clear out the items.
We've only cleared out half of the room on the 3rd floor. We have been clearing out the items since yesterday.
Over the course of 3 days, the volunteers cleared out many miscellaneous items. The usable materials have been brought to the recycling station.
She kept spending money buying these items. In the end, they've all become garbage.
Sell the usable ones and discard the rest. The money earned from selling the items can be used to help people in need. You guys can decide what to do with the items.
Ms. Tsai has decided to donate the money earned from selling the usable items. Having cleared out the cluttered items, she finally feels peace of mind.
Starting from June of 2016, Xiamen Tzu Chi volunteers have been actively promoting environmental protection concepts to the local residents in Gulangsu. Not only was a recycling station established, but one day out of the week, volunteers would lead the vendors, residents, and tourists in sorting recyclables.
Volunteers moved all the cardboards out from the storage space. On the recycling day of Gulangsu, all residents on the island participate. This is the public holiday and there are more tourists on the island. However, it doesn't stop volunteers from doing recycling. The Shen family from Shanghai learned a lot from joining the activity.
I will try to decrease pollution to help the environment. If this garbage went into the nature, there will be negative impacts.
It's hard to sort garbage, so we should cherish resources and limit our waste.
A Taiwanese volunteer who lives in Xiamen, Chen Yushen, comes to the island to do recycling every week. Whenever she has friends visiting, she sees the chance to bring them to join.
Many people want to do good deeds, but they didn't know where to begin. If they come to recycling here, first of all, they will be more aware of what they are purchasing and limit themselves. Also, they can start to do recycling at home. I feel many items in life are unnecessary. This will decrease my desire to buy more things if they are not daily necessities.
Promotion is as important as doing recycling physically. An entrepreneur, Chen Jiafeng, purchased many reusable utensils from the vendor.
Now we are advocating avoiding disposable chopsticks because it has added many chemical compounds during its manufacture. These recyclable chopsticks can be carried easily, and it is safe to use even in boiling water because it's made from recyclable materials.
Tzu Chi's effort to promote recycling in Kulansu has won the recognition of local government. On World Ocean Day on June 8th, Xiamen Tzu Chi volunteers were invited to join the activity to promote ocean protection and hope to turn advocation into actions to save the earth.
Recently, the Taiwan Foundation for Rare Disorders hosted a press conference to raise the public's awareness in caring for children who suffer with rare medical issues. Let's take a look at what programs they have set up for these adorable children.
20-year-old college student Chen Yun is playing his own composition, Glory, on the piano. From his appearance, you can tell that he suffered from Leber's hereditary optic neuropathy. His eyes are almost blind, but he is still very optimistic.
It's like a white cloud is in front of my eyes. Many people hope that they can use my story. Many people hope that they can use my story to encourage more people. All of us can do much more than we imagine, so we should never give up.
He used to have a hard time accepting the sudden twist in life. However, under his family's encouragement, he has found his value and passion in music. Now he uses his free time to play piano in the hospital for patients, and he lives a meaningful life.
The talent class has many subjects. For example, we teach them to play musical instruments, some simple musical theories, and also musical games to cultivate their talents.
These children learn to play musical instruments. After they learn music, they will want to help others in need and also gain confidence in themselves.
Although they are a bit timid, these children enjoy performing on the stage with joyful laughter. Students in the music class for rare disordered children are all under 10 years old, but they build confidence and develop potential talents through music. The foundation hopes to bring them a joyful childhood with music.
Last month, Houston, Texas was ravaged by continuous storms, causing intense flooding. Therefore, U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers headed over to northern Houston and conducted emergency distributions of cash cards and eco-friendly blankets. Thank you for watching. See you next time.